Hey everyone, of course, welcome to the next edition of Forum Bites. In this episode, we're going to be answering a question I get often from moderators throughout their tenure as leading forums. It usually concerns a member who's not living up to expectations, a member who's not doing what they should be. And the question is, when do you tell them that what they're doing isn't good enough? So you've got someone in your forum who isn't quite meeting the expectations. Now, I'm not talking about the toxic member. You and I both know what a toxic member looks like. You and I both know that you need to act immediately on that toxic member to challenge the situation and save your forum. What I'm talking about is the member who just misses expectations. The person who is just below average. In other words, things like they're 3 minutes late to the forum. They are an hour late getting their roundup forms in, or their 5% reflection forms aren't filled out 100%. They aren't quite prepared for their presentation. Their coaching is forgotten or late or not done. When do you raise this challenge? The first thing I would recommend that you do is if you ever have any deviation from expectations, however big or however small, voice them immediately, on the spot, then and there. Yes, I can hear you going, but, what about? No, voice it now, immediately, then and there. The reason why that is, it's not only important to make sure that everyone is reminded about the expectations, everyone knows they're going to be held accountable for them, but it's also important for you to seek understanding, to find out why it may have happened. Life happens. Business is hard. Running a business, running a forum, being in multiple places at once can be a challenge. But understanding that makes sure that the forum doesn't necessarily have an assumption about an individual, but also it makes sure that everyone knows the expectations remain in place, regardless of what's happening. Yours truly, I'm unbelievably busy. I'm busy at least until March. I've told my forum this. I've had to cancel events, cancel Christmas parties. I've had to miss certain items outside of forum. But my commitments to forum remain true, and they know that because I've told them. They understand why some things I'll be missing, and it's not a deviation from expectations. It is an understanding of the inability to deliver them. But asking it immediately and on the spot is critical for your moderator leadership, because you have to keep everyone on the same page. The next question I get is, well, how do you do that? It really does depend on the situation and what you're doing. What I normally do is I just keep track. For example, if someone's 2 minutes late, I raise it. In our constitution, we have a fine system for if someone's late or doesn't fill out their form and those things. The fines, to me, are, I suppose, irrelevant and relevant at the same time. It's a way for me to be able to track what people haven't done. Have they not met their goal? Have they not filled out their form? Were they 2 minutes late? Or whatever. The more fines you pay for those, the more red flags you have. You then have something to have a conversation with a forum member about. I used to always keep track of what the little things I had a challenge with. Rod was 2 minutes late again. I need to ask him at the first break what's happening, as well as to clarify with him what we need to do to get him there on time. Or, Rod forgot to fill out his form. Rod forgot to upload it to Dropbox. Rod forgot to, whatever it is. And you can have that conversation offline with the individual to find out what the challenges are. Because once again, in your business, you don't do all of your counselling sessions with your staff in front of everyone. But sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to pull someone up on what they're not doing in front of everyone, not only to remind the individual what they should be doing, but remind the group of all the expectations that they agreed with. So the best way I would recommend that you do it is, firstly, seek understanding first before you make a call on what the cause is for not meeting expectations. Once you've done that, determine where and when is the best time to actually raise and explore the challenge going forward. And once you've done that, don't shy away from the tough conversations. You wouldn't do it in your business, and you shouldn't do it in your forum either. Now, as always, if anyone's got any questions whatsoever, please leave them in the comments section. If you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. Just hit that subscribe button now. And as always, I'll see you very soon in the next episode.